Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Peterson. Got the quick pass. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. This time it's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Right on the money. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's caught. It's Montgomery. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
To throw, it's Reese. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw and catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
And the Gators line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They will score! Touchdown, Gator!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on second down. I didn't get it. Called it again on third down. I didn't get it. On fourth down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Bulldogs are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Peterson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, they wake up? Do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game, like
Turning it on! Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Glass. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Reese. Here's a heat. On the move to the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Second down coming up. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Shoots it to the left. Caught on the outside, it's Glass. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Zings it complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking downfield, it's Peterson. Dances away to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How's that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for for the Gators stand up and holler. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Reese. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Reese. Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that doesn't happen very often. And that's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's open on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Pulls it in. It's Austin. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. To the air, it's Reese. Rushes on him. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And those sting for this team. I'll tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, there's the ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the... He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Got his man to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
the best one. I mean,
it's a fumble on the play. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Dogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Floating away. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to
going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Release to the back. He's got his man. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Peterson. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. There is There's little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's awesome. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. They just keep firing. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reese. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. It's caught. Touchdown, Florida! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers. Find the space. Find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And
when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Finds a man on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Peterson. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the try is no good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was... And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 4th interception of the day. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Good timing on the quick out. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
grabbed in the middle. It's awesome. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Reese. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Took a shot as he threw.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
He wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.